Welcome back to Mommy Center. My name is Anne.
My name is Agnes. If you're new to our channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking by us. We love you and we appreciate what you have done for us.
Okay, so Mommy Center is a vlog centered on lifestyle, motherhood, parenthood, and women's support group. So on today's episode of Mommy Center, we'll be discussing the topic, see what pregnancy did to me. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. So today's episode, like I said earlier, we'll be discussing the topic, see what pregnancy did to me, and I will be sharing my own personal experience. So it happened that on July 17, 2020 to be precise, I woke up that morning and while brushing I discovered that I couldn't feel the taste from my left tongue, and I was wondering what exactly was happening to me. I was actually in my third trimester, so I told my husband about it, and he felt it could just be your imaginations. You know how pregnancy, you're pregnant, you just imagine this or you're complaining about this or that. So he felt it's one of those normal situations. But this particular one, I felt it wasn't normal because it's my body and I could feel it. And then later on, I went for this birthday party. So I was feeling how my face was moving. Like, yes, it was like,
Sorry, I'm not able. I can imagine.
it was like it was vibrating and it was moving with pains actually. It wasn't just moving slowly, it was just moving. And then I felt it, and I asked the women that were there, can you actually see it? As in, my face is moving, can you see it? At first they didn't notice it, but subsequently they said, your mouth is tilted one side. And oh my goodness, when I heard that, it was like the world came crumbling on me. I was like, what is this? What is happening to me? And at that particular moment, I wasn't even feeling myself in that party anymore. And thank goodness there was a nurse there, and she asked me to go to the hospital to run a BP test to be sure as to what was wrong with me. And it was on a Saturday, so I quickly went out. I went to my friend, I went to the hospital myself with my husband, and when we got there, the doctor we met was asking me to do. After checking my BP, they discovered that my BP was normal. Yes, like,
This is rare.
yes, so rare, and something that was happening to me for the first time. I've had 2 earlier pregnancies, and I didn't experience anything like
Because
this.
I know that face tilting and BP, they are friends.
Thank
They
you.
live together.
Yes, it happens to stroke patients.
Yeah.
But in my own case, it just happened without the BP going up. So it was so confusing, and it was a young doctor I met in the hospital that very evening. So she only asked me to do malaria test, typhoid test, and some other tests. And they ran the test, and they all came out negative.
Because I think your situation is one of its kind for me. Because I've actually not seen such a
Yes.
situation, and I'm sure for the doctor as well.
Yes, I think she
Yeah.
hasn't come across something like that. So what happened was, it was already late in the night, and the next day was Sunday. I knew I wasn't going to meet any consultant in the hospital at the time, so I just prepared my mind that okay, on Monday I was going to go back to the hospital. So it happened that on Monday I went back to the hospital. That was when I met the gynecologist, and he diagnosed me and found out that I had Bell's palsy. That is temporary partial facial paralysis. Yes, it's just the eye, the face, just half of the face. Yes, just half. It could either be the right or the left side, but in my own case, it was the left part of my face.
Can you sum up your emotions at that moment?
Whoa, that moment I was depressed. Yes, I felt because my face was no longer, it wasn't normal.
It wasn't you. You weren't seeing yourself
At all. I wasn't seeing myself. My eye, this eye was permanently open even while I was sleeping at
Are you
night.
serious?
I am serious. It was permanently open. What I use is I usually use the blind to like blind my eye, or sometimes initially when it started, before I got it, I had to use a pillow or a wrapper to support the eye to close while I sleep. Yes. So it happened that way that, and then my mouth, food was always spilling from my mouth. I couldn't drink water. There were a lot of things that I could do normally that I could no longer do them, and that was how I was so depressed. Because I felt it depressed. Aside that, that particular year we were just coming out of lockdown.
Yeah, the emotions of
them and everything. This and
they sit at home.
And the sitting at home and everything just, oh my goodness, I was so depressed. But
me, I'm of the school of thought that believe that pregnancy is actually a condition. Reason is that you go through several situations, This month comes with its own challenges. The next month you don't even know what you experienced, and you're expected to smile all through, and be happy, and then I'm fine. But that's not the case
at all, because pregnancy it comes with its own peculiar challenges. But when you look at your bundle of joy, you'll be like, oh, you're so happy. As in, at the end of the day, you're able to actually birth a whole human being, and that covers the frustrations you actually went through. So in my own case, when I was diagnosed of belt palsy, I was given a one-off treatment, that's to take steroids. I was on steroids for 3 weeks, and after that I was only asked to do physiotherapy until
What did it help?
I don't know, because the healing process is actually very slow. It was actually a nerve damage.
Wow.
Yes, the nerve on my face, on the left part of my face, actually damaged, and it takes time for a nerve to actually repair after being damaged and all that. So that is but as you can see right now, my face is a big bag, my smile is back. Then I couldn't smile.
Yeah, we're grateful for that.
Yes, I couldn't smile then, but now at least the healing process has actually improved.
So having gone through these challenges, how can you advise other people who find themselves in such situations?
Well, people that has actually found themselves in this, it is actually a trying moment, but you just need to hold on there, and then with your family support and with friends support, I believe that you're going to pull through. Just keep being strong, keep believing that this is not my portion, keep believing that I am going to be out of this soon.
And go to the hospital.
And go to the hospital, no. Don't just rely on Google, because I read Google. Wow. I was on Google and I was saying stroke, I was saying this, I was saying that, it's going to be permanent. I was like, God forbid. I kept on rejecting it, that this cannot be me and all that.
Well, you took a step, you went to the hospital, you
Yes.
diagnosed, and it started from that moment.
Yes.
So always, always be close to your doctor.
Yes.
If it's just one call away, call your doctor. That period of pregnancy is like you're holding on to your doctor's leg as well as holding on to God's leg, because pregnancy is a journey on its own.
Yes.
And your arrival is still 9 months.
Honestly, it's actually a long period of time.
And 9 months is not 9 weeks
At all.
So don't joke with your hospital appointments. I also wanted to find out from you, how did you cope with that situation and your family, like balancing the two? I know it wouldn't be easy, but can you just give us tips on how you were able to manage the situation?
Okay. Sincerely, I was holding on to God, because at that point in time I knew it was only God that could save me from that situation I was. And my husband was very supportive. Things he wouldn't do before, he started doing them, because he knew that for me, having this particular ailment is something on its own. So sometimes, whether I cook or I don't cook, he understands that, okay, this woman is actually passing through a phase. He goes to the kitchen, he does that, he takes care of the other kids without me even mentioning it. Once he sees me lying down, he knows that,
don't fall close.
Don't fall close to this man, just go and do your thing. And he was really supportive. My parents were supportive, his parents were supportive, and everything was just so great. So that is just all what I want to tell.
I also want you to speak on how to live with the changes pregnancy have done to your body. Some of us, like speaking for myself, I don't like to look at my go. This was not my calling, but I have to like embrace my new body. So how do we carry on with this new body?
See, what I would say is just flaunt your body. See,
how do we do that?
you just need to flaunt it because you are actually you carried a whole human being.
Yeah, I know that, but this has to do with esteem. When I look at my tummy, I'm always in a hurry. Whenever I come out of the bathroom, I'm always in a hurry to put on my dress because I don't want my eyes to see me coming.
See, my dear, there is something that you just have to accept it.
Yeah.
And it has to do with you. You have to accept yourself as a mother that this is what pregnancy did to me before other people will begin to want to accept you. If you're living in that denial, if you're living in that shame, there's not how you come out of it. And sincerely speaking, you're not the only person in this particular stage. A lot of other women are also having this same issue.
In their private.
Yes, in their own in their private spaces. But we as women, we should know that this is what God has given to us. So we shouldn't be ashamed of it. We should never be ashamed of it. We need to just love ourselves, embrace ourselves. Enough of what the society standards are, that you have to go back to flat tummy and all this and all that. No. It doesn't work for everybody. For some, it works for if it
You
works
have
for
the
you.
money. It
Yes.
will work for you.
Yes.
Because you can buy yourself a new body.
Yes.
But when you remember how much you have in your account, and you cannot
Afford it. You just have to
so you love yourself, right?
Yes, you just have to love yourself. You just have to love yourself.
So, concluding the series, we have not totally concluded the series because we know that people would want to find out, and they have 1 or 2 questions to ask. But in concluding the series for today, what would you like to say to our friends out there?
Okay, what I would like to say to our friends out there is that pregnancy comes with a lot of challenges, and when you see any pregnant woman out there, be kind to her because you don't know the kind of things, the kind of emotions she's carrying. Pregnant women are so emotional that every little thing can trigger them into crying, into showing their emotions. So just be kind to pregnant women, just be nice to them because they might be going through one difficulty or the other. Do you know that? Funny enough, I've seen a woman that due to pregnancy, her hip actually shifted.
Wow.
Yes, her hip shifted, and she's limping till date as a result of pregnancy. So try as much as possible to show kindness to everyone, not just pregnant women, to everyone, because you don't know exactly what they are carrying out.
And I would also like to speak to the pregnant women. Try as much as possible to love yourself.
Yes.
Because it's not everybody that will love you.
At all.
We've had situations where people say they didn't get you pregnant, so they are not responsible to you or for you. But try as much as possible to make yourself happy. If buying the dress will make you happy, go ahead and buy the dress. Whatever you do within your own space that will make you happy, try to make yourself happy, because I know that pregnancy comes with a lot of emotion, a lot of hormones running here and there. So just try as much as possible to manage the situation, and always look at your calendar. You'll soon get to your destination.
Yes. I'm just imagining the period that when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, the third trimester seems to be like the longest.
It's actually the longest, especially when you get to 8 months. You're like 9 months, where are you? And it's just doing peekaboo.
Honestly.
So love yourself, treat yourself right, visit your hospital, don't joke with your appointments, and get 1 or 2 persons who you trust to take advice from. And if you are down, speak to those people, or you can write to us. Come back. We are here to give you the blended ears that you're looking for. So how do we conclude this episode for today?
Okay, so in conclusion, yes, my healing process is not over. I am still recovering. My eye is still a bit tilted, it's still a bit closed, but it is better than before. At least I can close it, I can open it,
You can smile.
I can smile. Even though the smile is not so pronounced, but it was far better than what it used to be. So, yeah.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure you subscribe before you go, and like, share, and comment.
Yes.
See you again in our next video.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.